You are now locked into the Scouting Room, the home of authentic, fun, and unfiltered NFL and college football content. We will bring you film breakdown and analysis, hot topic discussions, and in-depth NFL draft prospects, the best place for it all. So sit down, have a drink, and let's talk football in the Scouting Room. All right, guys, let's get into the tape. Cam Ward versus Virginia Tech. He finished the game with 24 of 38 for 343 yards passing, 4 passing touchdowns. He had 2 interceptions. He also added 10 carries, 57 yards rushing, and a rushing touchdown. Also, a fumble, and we're going to start with that here. It's the first drive, and one of the things that we're going to talk about here in this is that Cam Ward is a superstar level type quarterback. He's a playmaker, he's a play extender, he's an improviser, but sometimes just take the layups. And you see it here. You're facing pressure, and Virginia Tech did a good job getting after him, attacking this offensive line all game. But you have, I believe it's Damian Martinez as a running back to start this game on this drive. He leaks out as a check and release, delayed release. He delays out, he leaks out, and he's open right there. And all Cam Ward has to do is hit him. Don't try to climb up in the pocket. Don't try to make any extra plays. Just get the ball to your running back that is open and allow him to make a play, right? Trust your playmakers to make a play. One thing with Cam Ward is that plays are never dead with him, right? So you got Damian Martinez. He checks, he releases, and he's going to turn and look for the ball. Cam Ward has to get his eyes to him, get the ball out into it. Looks like he wanted to shovel or pitch it to him late. But again, like that, it just didn't work out, and then he ends up fumbling the ball. So understanding as he gets through his read, and right here, you see it. His helmet is in that direction, looking kind of, pseudo Martinez, Xavier Restrepo, who's, right here at the bottom of the screen. But nonetheless, get the ball to your layup. That's why they're there, right? And we're going to talk about that again in this video. Is those are the things that at the end of the day, it's you don't have to make every single 3-point shot. Sometimes just take the layup on the fast break and get points, right? Just take it. So now here, this is his first big throw of the game, and you're gonna have the motion to the tight end, and basically you're gonna get 2 end breakers, a screen kind of smoke screen by the outside receiver, and you're gonna have the tight end who's in motion work up the sideline 1-on-1 against a defender. You got a corner blitz that you get to beat, and he sees it coming. And then you have Cam Ward deliver basically a long handoff, accuracy, ball placement, arm talent, be able to throw this pass. Anytime you want to know how strong an arm is from a quarterback, throwing outside the numbers on a vertical shot, can you put it out in front, or is it inside? Is it too far outside? Is it underthrown? And he puts it out in front, and truthfully, the accuracy of it to get it over the outstretched hands of the defensive back, man, like just a very accurate throw, great ball placement here. And like just it's a game of inches. It's a game of inches, guys. But those are the things that he really excels at. What I love about Cam Ward in this offense with Miami, he has full control. So he makes checks at the line of scrimmage. He checks protections. He'll make audibles and adjust routes and everything on the fly as well. And you're gonna see it here. He basically went out. They set the protection, called out the mic. You will see that the center pointed to the Mike linebacker, letting the offensive line know, so he knows where everybody's on the same page here. Set the protection, make sure I'm clean in the pocket. You're gonna have a scissor concept where you have a slot corner with the outside post to the end zone. Hits his back foot, gets through his read, and then just delivers a strike between 2 defenders and everything. Great route by the receiver. Again, you see it here. He makes the check, let them know, hey, communicate, point out the mic, 3-3-3, point it out to the rest of the offensive line. They're communicating. They know where they're going in terms of blocking, and just in case any extra defenders come their way, we got double team here. Pick up the stunt, pick up the twist. Good job. 17 does get free. But again, a strike from Cam Ward. This right here, again, going back to the take the layups. And this is a concept what we see in the NFL a lot, where you have the jet motion, but you're going to have the tight end work as a slice action behind the line of scrimmage, behind the offensive line, from one side of the formation to the other side into the flats. A lot of times it's simple. Just get it to him. Just throw it to him, and we're going to see Cam Ward here not take the layup right here. Your eyes are on that tight end. Just throw the ball to him. Let him in the momentum get the ball in space. Let him make a play. Instead, he tries to make a play. You are pressured. Now you're making a crossbody throw. It's incomplete, and those type of things can turn into bad decisions. What you can't do is be one thing that we saw with Caleb Williams. That all that the playmaking ability is great, but you can't live off of that. You have to play within structure, and I think Cam Ward, he does. You're going to see as the video goes on, he does do that. But it's just the simple fact of these are the situations where NFL head coach, an offensive coordinator, a Sean McVay, a Kyle Shanahan, they're going to drill into his head, hey, take the layup there. Now we're going to have his second touchdown pass of the game, where you're in, I think, in a short yardage situation, great ball handling and ball fake, sell the run action, get the tight end leaked up the field, and it's just easy pitch and catch. Nothing spectacular on the throw because the guy's wide open, but you got to love the ball handling and the fake action to be able to fool the defenders and the defense and then give your guy a clear, wide open lane deep down the field. And like I said, one thing with Cam, just watching him, he's super confident in his ability, super confident in his ability as a thrower. You're going to have a kind of a post route on the outside to the receiver, the bottom of the screen. The motion guy is going to motion round into an in cut, and then Xavier Restrepo is going to run that deep cross, that deep over a bender. And watch the ball placement here by Cam Ward. Throw him up the field, throw him away from the coverage defender. Love the ball fake here. Read it, see it, and just nice feathery touch right up the field. And he gives his guy room to make the play, but also stay within bounds, right? Get 2 feet in. And those are the things you have to do as a quarterback. Understand some guys, the whole 1 foot, 2 foot rule that goes from college to the NFL, it impacts quarterbacks too, because in college you can be a little bit more not reckless, but a little less accurate in college in terms of throwing the ball on towards the sideline. Where in the NFL, no, your receivers need 2 feet in. You need to be able to put that ball where he can make a play, and he does a great job. Beautiful throw, very accurate. Love to see those type of things. He has been accurate. His ball placement has been really good this season. Now you're gonna see what looks to be cover 3 from the defense, and I love how they attacked it. You're gonna have the tight end run a quick kind of curl in the middle of the field, or in the middle of the field. You got the outside receiver run an out route, which is going to hold that outside corner, and then you're going to have a corner route by Xavier Restrepo in the slot. Get him up on the safety break, and then the ball is already gone. And then ball placement, accuracy, timing, anticipate that window, right? You got to appreciate that. And what also I love, and we're going to see more from the end zone angle on this throw, is how he sold and pump fake, shoulder faked that outside bailing corner to make him turn his hips, create that extra timing window, make him change direction, and look at the anticipation. The break is not even over yet for Xavier Restrepo, and the ball is already out or getting ready to be thrown by Cam Ward. He was impressive despite the mistakes, which we will get to. The interception as well, the 2 interceptions. But look, boom, kind of squat, show that he's about to, fake like he's about to throw it, reset, and then deliver a dime down the field. Great throw, great play overall by Cam Ward. And like I said, the accuracy at all 3 levels, but he just knows when to use, velocity, when to use power, when to just feather touch, just like this play here. This is just a free play because they end up calling a penalty. I think it was like a fluky holding call or something like that. But this was a great play. And like I said, no play is dead. They wanted to run that slot fade slant combination. And it would have been there. The slant would have been there. He probably should have thrown it, but nonetheless, like he bailed out, kept the play going, drifted back and just delivered a great play, a great pass to the receiver. And you're going to see it here. And maybe I'll say this, you see him making his checks, his communication with the receivers, letting them know what's going on, motion guys out. And then, okay, if he throws the slant, do we still get the holding penalty, right? And that's where we got the holding penalty. And sometimes, like the referees, we see on NFL on the defense when the defender does the whole rip move and you know stuff like this. Like that's not a holding. That's not holding. That's just you trying to sell and flop because you can't break free. But great throw. Receiver guy was able to get his feet in. But this play ended up coming to bite him. With the penalty because you're going to get the defense is going to fool Cam Ward. They want to run a clear out with an out and up to Xavier Restrepo in the slot. And Restrepo, runs his route. He gets open, but that DB, that nickel defender fooled Cam Ward, made him think that he was going to go with Jacoby George on the clear out route. Right. And because Cam Ward, instead of, to me, I would have felt like he should have looked at the clear outs to then like pump or just hold that defender and not allow him to cheat and fool him. And that's what he was able to do. They passed it off. Just great. At the end of the day, yes, he stared down that read, and he's got to stop doing that at times too. He does get through his reads. He does look at the progressions and maneuver, use his eyes and everything. But in that situation, he knew where he wanted to where he wanted to go. It looked like man to man to clear out the rub. It was going to work, but they passed it off. And you got to understand, defenders get paid too, whether it's college football in the NFL. And he looks at it, he stares at it, and then he throws it. You want to be able to manipulate the defense a little bit more with your eyes. And I think if he does that, if he did that, he'd be in that situation, that game, that play would have probably worked out a little bit differently. And then right here, this is just Cam Moore again, making something out of nothing, right? Routes are covered, running back leaks out, and I appreciate him not for one getting out of the pocket, be improvising, creating a play, but then trust, like the running back gets out, he leaks out, okay, he checks and releases, boom, chips. Now you're on the move, he's on the move with you, square your shoulders, nice little whip throw, and it just gets it to him, right? You get first down. Good yardage. You're not making it super, you're not trying to be a superhero in that sense. You're just extending the play and still trusting your playmakers. I love this reverse pivot, this pivot route, reverse whip route. And I think that for when you think about the West Coast offense and things like that, the quick game, I absolutely think that Cam Ward fits those type of offenses. He's, of course, you got to look at him. The ball's already there. He knows where to go with it. You get a natural rub situation with the outside receiver releasing, inside to take the vertical route. Make it a more difficult cover for that defensive back, and just to let Xavier Restrepo be a playmaker. He's one of the better receivers in the ACC, one of the best slot receivers and chain movers in college football, if you ask me. And I think with Cam Ward, again, just play within the confines of the offense. And when you need to be a superhero, be a superhero. We're gonna get that what I talk about, right? That's kind of scissor concept again, outside post, inside corner, and this time, again, I feel like he stared. He did not sell this enough, and he throws his first pick, his second pick. I'm sorry, and it's like in that situation, I kind of want to say, hey, I understand, but you went to this. You had this concept earlier on the touchdown, right? You had this concept earlier on the touchdown, and it worked. Do it again in terms of make them think that the post is the play. The outside corner is bailing out, but he's got his eyes on Cam Ward, understanding that they ran this against us the first time. Maybe they don't try and test that post again. He works to the corner route, and it is an interception, right? Just reading the eyes of the quarterback, anticipating and feeling what he's going to do with the ball, and they guess right? You read it right, you guess right, whatever. He made the right play. The defense made some plays in this game, whether it was forcing the fumble, whether it was the two interceptions, the pressure packages, sacking him, making him uncomfortable. One of the things about Cam Ward that has been discussed is that he he kind of not lackadaisical, but people feel like he has a cocky, arrogant process in the pocket. I love it person because he is so sudden and quick that he can change directions and things. But one thing I've noticed in this game is because of the pressure that they were able to get on him, you're going to see here, make quick decisions. You're athletic, get out of there. And he's able to run. He's a plus level athlete, has that mobility, go make the play with your legs, and scored that rushing touchdown. And he made multiple plays with his legs, later on in this game, after the first and second quarter, especially in the second half, just using his athleticism to not just extend windows, but running the ball and really hurting them. That's they're in man coverage. You're bringing pressure. I can beat you with my legs as well. Love this little 4x1 bunch quad look, and just the throw here, like on the face mask, guys. Come on, the arm talent right there on the face mask. The arm talent is there for Cam Ward. You see it, drives and drills this pass. Thank God the receiver's like awareness is up, because if this was a receiver that wasn't paying attention, look where like the ball. Yeah, man, like that's good. That's legit stuff. That is legit stuff that every quarterback isn't able to do, truthfully, right? And just drive and drill those straight line velocity throws. The ball, he's already like almost finished throwing this ball before the receiver clears the underneath defender right there. Do you see that? He's throwing it. That's anticipation. Boom, right on the face mask. Great catch by the receiver. Great play. Now you're going to have this again, to me, a layup. And when I mean by a layup, not a passing layup, this is a running layup. We just watched you scamper for about 20 yards. Why don't you take that? All that space that is out here, all this space that is out here for Cam Ward. Why don't you run this in? Right? You get the read action, the run action, the defense collapses. You got one on one, and I get that, but it's not advantageous. But guess what is? All this grass out here, all this green grass. Cam, that defensive back is behind you. You're stacked him. Run it. I don't care even if you don't get the touchdown, you get plus yardage. Run this ball. Don't even test the route there. If anything, just run it. I would like to see him, activate his legs more, right? And not just be because look at this. You're here. Like if he gears up and goes, like he's going to get plus yardage. Instead, he nearly throws a pick. Like we can't have that. Take the layups. Now, you're going to get a motion here, and this is a really nice concept, basically creating some conflict for the defense, and you're going to see where he's going with the ball here, right in the middle of the field. Anticipation, feathery touch over the top. We can't really dial it up any better than that. He reads it, understands what it is, and the defense gets hands on his tight end. And before he can clear him, he's trying to break free. Cam Ward's already throwing it up to him. Just beautiful. That's what we like to see. And then we're gonna have an out route combination here, and like Cam, like I said, I truly believe, right, that he can work the quick game. So you're gonna have Restrepo on the corner, another quick hitch, curl route in the middle of the field, and an out route against off coverage, and the ball's out. Good timing. Let your playmaker, when you have that much space for your playmaker, let them make the play for you. Let them make the play for you, and I truly believe that's where it needs to be. He does a lot, like I say, does a lot of things pre-snap, and getting the ball out in the pocket, straight like true drop back sets when it's a true passing set, right? Those are the things you really like to see with him. And then right here, 4th and 1. I don't know how Xavier Restrepo still caught this. It was a great read, great decision by Cam Ward. Restrepo slipped, but still made the catch from his butt. Hey man, like this, if you're Vatek, you just say, okay, all right. It just is what it is. It just is what it is, guys. And coming up to the end of this game and to the end of this film session, this right here, if Cam Ward were to win the Heisman, plays like this would be on his Heisman highlight tape. Break 2 tackles, just a 2-handed shovel pass. Tell the tight end, go do your thing, big fella, which he did. Nearly scores. Like again, you bring pressure, and what I love is that he's strong enough. He's physical enough, right, to absorb the contact, fight through the lower body strength, right, the thick lower halves as a quarterback. You have a defensive lineman, and look at it, he's wrapped up, guys. This is a bear hug, throws him off. Like you expect to see that from Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts, right? Now you got another one. Okay, let's shrug that guy off and get 2-hand pitch and just let your playmakers go make the play for you. That's what I'm talking about early. Trust. Was that a true layup? No, but it's a play that developed into a layup, and I think this is what the Kansas City Chiefs ran, I think, to beat what San Fran is called corn dog. They ran with Miko Hardman. You got it's man-to-man coverage. You have the motion, but then you're going to return The DB is lost, and it's just easy money, pitch and catch. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, guys, that's the film breakdown of Miami quarterback Cam Ward. Right now, I have him slated as a top 3 quarterback in the 2025 NFL draft class. And hopefully, this film breakdown showing the good and the bad from his victory and performance versus Virginia Tech was able to give you a little bit more insight on who he is as a prospect and what he would bring to your NFL team if your team were to draft him. And also, hopefully, it was an entertaining and informative enough for you to drop a comment on what you think about Cam Ward himself, Heisman, where he ranks in your QB rankings for the draft, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Continue to show your boys some love. I appreciate all the love and support that I've gotten so far, and I'm gonna be consistent and continue to bring these videos to you guys. So listen, more content is coming to you here, so stay tuned here at the Scouting Room.